I think to sum up the series is Dallas just didn't have the offensive firepower. You can tell they need an interior presence, and they need another scorer, a primary scorer, to give Luka some rest and to take the pressure off of him. I was texting with Drew earlier this evening, and he did mention that Bradley Beal would be a great addition to Dallas Mavericks, which I agree. I don't know if Dallas has the assets though to get Bradley Beal, just because I think he still has that long-term contract he just signed recently. Nevertheless, so that would be great for the Mavericks if they did get Bradley Beal. Yeah, Bradley Beal, let's assume that they don't give up Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually ironically just came from the Wizards, so I doubt that he'd be in a sign to go back there. But nevertheless, if there was Bradley Beal, Luka, and Spencer Dinwiddie, that would be a pretty scary team. I still think you'd be a little weak in the interior. You need to look through free agency to see what else is there. DeAndre Ayton would be a great one. I really think that he would help bolster that interior, and he's a big man that's got some good size, a lot of strength, and can shoot. Just never had the opportunity with the way that Phoenix's offense was. So, So I think Dallas is just a couple of pieces away from making it I don't want to say a dynasty, but just a really competitive Western Conference team. And they proved it. They beat the number 1 seeded Phoenix Suns. They also beat Utah Jazz, who Utah Jazz was probably, projected to go further in the playoffs than the Mavs to start the season. And they sent the Jazz home early. So we'll see what happens. Maybe the Jazz can work out a trade with the Mavericks to get who's that big guy that they have to get Rudy Gobert. Oh yeah, the guy that claims that he can stop Shaq. Yeah, truthfully though, Rudy Gobert on Dallas with Luka would be huge. Doesn't solve anything offensively, but it definitely helps on the defensive side. But we're going to move on to Golden State, though, talking about them. So Golden State is moving on to the NBA Finals. This will be their 5th time. They won back in 2015 against LeBron. Went in 2016, lost to LeBron. That's when he got his championship in Cleveland. Then they went back-to-back years when they had Kevin Durant in 2017 and 18. And now they are back this season. Probably healthier than ever now that they got Klay Thompson back, and now that they found a rising star in Jordan Poole. Looks like Draymond Green is coming on really strong, and Steph Curry looks to be nearly unstoppable. I think that him penetrating lanes and being obviously he's been a great ball handler, but him being able to get into the mid-range game, get to the rack, I think is huge. He's not just a 3-point guy. I think he's known for being for being a 3-point shooter. But I think the fact that he can also just get to the rim whenever he wants, not as a dunker, but just to finish the ball. He's got a great touch around the rim. He's beautiful with his floater. His layups are just, are an art form. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. And also too, this Dallas Mavericks series specifically, his defense definitely was underrated in that respect as well. He had a couple of good defensive stops tonight, actually. He had a block shot, I want to say, against Spencer Dinwiddie. That was late in the 4th quarter. And it was a closeout 3, corner 3, and it was really good play on his end to just, not give the Dallas Mavericks any sort of extra momentum, and he was able to make that play. So Steph Curry's been working on that, and like I mentioned, he is known for his threes, but he does more than that, and clearly it shows. The Warriors look scary, man. They're in the NBA Finals now. I will be honest, I didn't predict this. I did predict that the Warriors would go to the Western Conference Finals, but would face the Phoenix Suns, and I predicted the Phoenix Suns would beat them, and obviously I was not correct. Drew did predict that the Golden State Warriors would move on and be one of the teams represented in the NBA Finals.